Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm WillStalker25, and today I got a brand new-ish action figure review for you guys on the Mattel Jurassic Jurassic World, don't know which one, Hammond Collection. This is the Concavenator, part of their, like, would it be Wave 3? I think Wave 1 was the Parasaur and the Baryonyx, and the Raptor. Wave 2 was, like, the T-Rex, the Ceratosaur, and the Triceratops. And then like the Dilophosaur, and then Wave 3, yeah, is the Concavenator, the Geostrong something, Geo Sternberg, whatever, don't know what that thing is, the flyer, the Ankylo, and then you got the like the Pachy Rhino, the Pachysaurus, the little guy, and then the new Jurassic Park Raptors, like for Jurassic Park 3 and stuff. But the Concavenator is really cool. I really like this guy. The paint detail on him is really nice, well molded plastic color and paint. I really like this one. That's all I'll say about it, is he's really cool. The one thing that always throws me off is I don't know how you're supposed to like pose these things' tails. Like, so the tail does have a bendy wire in it to an extent, so you could kind of like morph and change it around a little bit. I don't know how a lot of people pose their tails for these dinosaurs, but yeah, pretty cool. The paint detail and the sculpt work on this guy. Just look at the face. Look at the eye. Like, I wish it almost had the T-Rex effect, where the eye looks like it's following you a little bit more. The one thing paint-wise is I feel like the tongue on the inside of the mouth could have used a different color. Just to like differentiate it from the rest of the mouth. I feel like it just a little bit darker shade of pink or a shade of red or something, just to change up the tongue color, would have been very nice and appreciated. But oh well, is what it is. Wish we could have got more, but I love the look of like the orangish color that comes throughout it. The darker orange here, the more of like the paley red color up here, and the yellow in the eyes. I love this like dark, like tealy green blue color that we got going on here, and then like the sandy color for the underbody, and then there's like a dark brown. There's so many colors that are in this creature, it's kind of insane. And then you do get the painted nails as well. They're in like the black coloring as well, so it's unlike the Ankylo, where the Anky didn't have any paint on the nails. This guy does. Concavenator, pretty cool. Sculpt work is really nice. Again, for like 20-25 bucks, I love these dinosaurs. They're awesome. The only thing I would add is some sort of diaphragm throughout here, so you could kind of get the body turning a little bit. I think the only one that has that is like the T-Rex. Everybody else is maybe just too small to get a diaphragm. So articulation wise, one thing I do notice here is this does seem like it's peeling. The back fin, it's rubber, so it does peel out. Like, you could see that crack there when you peel it, so you gotta be careful with that. But articulation wise, the neck and the head on this guy could look up that far, which is pretty dang good. The jaw opens at the bottom, hinges, so that far open, fully closed. He could look down this much, which is pretty nice. The head and neck could do fully sideways that way, which is pretty good. And then again, fully sideways this way, fully sideways and up, fully sideways down. You got a lot of movement in here. The neck moves separately from the head as well, so the head could like do, sideways that way, sideways this way, then the neck. So you got a lot of movement that you got going on here in the Concavenator between the neck and the head. The arms have a hinge right here, so you could hinge them. Oh, couldn't see that. The arms have a hinge right here, so you could fully hinge the arms out. You could bring them in all the way. They could do a full 360 because they swivel as well. No butterflies or anything. Elbow goes that far forward and back. Also has a swivel on the elbow. The wrists do swivel as well, and they also do have a very little hinge, so you could fully hinge the wrists as well. Hopefully there's enough lighting. I don't want to get it too bright to where it like washes out the color and like reflects too much, but at the same time I don't want it too dark. So the legs could actually go back that far, crazy amount, and there's like a break point in there where like it has a little spot where like it catches, so then you could bring them forward that much as well. You do have the knee, which could go forward that much, back that much. You have like the extra knee. They have like, I don't know what you call that, but they have like the other leg there where you could go that far that way, and then the ankle does swivel as well. Oh, there's also swivels on all these joints here, so swivels on all of them. No pivot on the foot though. And then the tail also could do like a full 360 turning, and then you have the hinge joint, which could go up, down, stuff like that. Can't really go up as much because you have the fin, so the fin does stop it. So Concavenator, pretty cool, do like it. Let me get it standing just a little bit taller, maybe. Maybe we'll bring it to its like maximum height, even though it would never really probably stand like this. Yeah, that's almost too lanky of legs. Kind of obnoxious. He's never gonna be like that, so we'll bring him back down a little bit. So this is probably where most Concavenators. Oh, and then the legs do have that kind of like hip thing where they could pop out, so you could kind of change around the legs a little bit, but it doesn't really have good stability there when it's like that. So Concavenator standing this way. Let's do a quick size check on him. So we'll pull the camera up just a little bit, focus a little bit more. Again, is it too bright? Let me know in the comments if you think I should like tone the lighting down. From the tip of his head to the end of his tail, he's about almost 13 inches long, a little bit over 12.5 inches. Top of the fin right here though, he's about 5.5 inches to the top of his fin, so pretty good size, pretty big for this guy. I thought this guy would be a little bit smaller. At least the modded one in Ark is a little bit smaller, but yeah, size comparison wise with some other stuff, some other lines, and we'll get to the dinosaurs. Arbiter, Escharum, and Halo 4 Master Chief for the World of Halo Jazzware figures. If you're curious about ever crossing over Halo with dinosaurs like I like, then you'll have to check this out here. Let me turn the light down a little bit. So there you go. There's those guys. I think they look pretty good together. Maybe a little bit big on like Escharum and Arbiter, but I feel like Master Chief though, I feel like he fits really well and would actually be around the same size that he'd be here. He's supposed to be like 7 foot tall in the armor. So Joy Toy really quick. Got the Warhammer figure, got the Space Wolf, and then we got these guys right here. We got the little dog. So I'll get those out of here. So he is like pretty good in scale, the Warhammer guy. And then you got these two. These two are different scales. So this is I think 1/25. I think this is 1/18, so 3 3/4 inch. Smaller, like about probably 3 inches tall for this guy. So this guy's more close to the 4-inch mark. I feel like the dog could be in scale with either one. And now either one of these, depending on your scale that you want to go with here for like a dinosaur, this might be a proper human scale, the 1/25th. So maybe 1/25th Joy Toy guys work a little bit better with dinosaurs if you're trying to say that they're like insanely huge and big and whatnot. So that's kind of up to you, the collector, in your own little world reality, where you want to put these things, what you want to cross over, what do you want to see fighting each other or together in a world. Do you want to make like a dinosaur exhibit in like a actual like collection? Do you want to make like a little park, Jurassic Park, inside your actual world for your figures? And again, here's some vintage collection, Captain Rex and R4, if you want to see a droid and a human together next to the dinosaurs. And then lastly, we'll do the mechs again. So you got the this is the Avatar mech that they sold. I think McFarlane did this one. So this is supposed to be like a 4-inch scale mech. So it's got a World of Halo Marine in there, and I think that looks pretty good and scales actually relatively well with the dinosaur. Because you got to think the Concavenator is probably not a huge dinosaur like the T-Rex. So something like the T-Rex would make that mech look really small, but something like the Concavenator would make it look very large. And then one more mech. I'm not going to get out the dreadnoughts or whatever from Joy Toy for Warhammer, because I don't really see you crossing over the dinosaur with that very often. But more militarized stuff like the Dark Source or whatever it's called, Dark Star, Battle for the Stars, stuff like that. Some of these guys I could see more crossing over, and I think that mech looks pretty good as well. That's the 1/25th scale mech, I believe. So there you go. That's a look at all that stuff. We'll take a look really quick at some other dinosaurs really fast. First up, I guess we'll do the guys from the current wave, just because I feel like that makes more sense to start with. So this current wave of dinosaurs should be the Jurassic Park 3 Raptor. Don't have that yet, haven't seen it. And then the Pachysaur, man, I don't know why I'm always so good at remember dinosaur names, but today I'm recording all these reviews today, and I cannot remember the name of that dinosaur for the life of me. But yeah, the Geostern, whatever this one is. This one's hard name. I'm not used to this one. So this guy, you have the Concavenator, and then you have the Ankylo. All look pretty good together. I definitely think if I had to rate them all, Concavenator is my second favorite, then the Ankylo is my first, and the last one being the other guy. The little ones I don't really count yet because they're not the same price point. These are all the $20, $22.9 or $20 to $24.99 figures. Then we'll take a look at all the herbivores, something that this guy might hunt. We have the Parasaur. We have the Triceratops. And then we'll bring out the Gallimimus, just because, why not? Let's get them all in there. So, if you're trying to do some of these guys together, there you go. There's a look at all of them. I think, again, Concavenator looks a little small compared to some of the other ones, but the Concavenator that I'm used to in Ark, the modded one there, not the Jurassic Park scale. Now, Ark does upscale stuff, and modders choose to, make stuff smaller. I'm used to the Concavenator being smaller. I'm used to the Gallimimus being a lot bigger. I'm used to the Trike being bigger. I'm used to the Parasaur being smaller. So my Ark scale brain is a lot different than the standard Jurassic Park scale that they do. Just because I don't watch these movies on a daily basis, I don't know every single scale. So here's the Raptor, here's the Baryonyx. Let me bring them a little bit closer, and then we'll change the camera view. So Baryonyx, Raptor, and then we'll do the Ceratosaur. I think this is that one, what this one was. So yeah, here's a look at all of them. Maybe we'll bring the camera a little higher. So yeah, there you go. If you're ever curious of what these guys look like all together, size wise, there's this view, and I'll turn them a little bit just so you can kind of see, like, scale wise, pretty cool. Again, really like the size and scale here. I'm hoping at some point they get around to doing a Carnosaurus, or Carnotaurus, I think is what its proper name is. And then I would love to see a Spinosaur. That would be really cool. I think we do have a couple more, like, different scale dinosaurs coming down the future that they announced. I thought they announced like 2 or 3 more besides just these guys. Like, they announced, like, basically the next wave as well. And then lastly, I'm gonna bring out the big girl herself, Rexy. I think this is probably gonna be Rexy. It's a T-Rex. You could call it Rexy if you want to. I don't know if it really matters, but here's the T-Rex with the Concavenator. You can see the size difference there, and my shadow in the back. So yeah, there you go. There's all those. Really like the look of all these figures together. I would love to actually one day create a really cool Jurassic Park display. I think, don't we have a big sauropod coming at some point for these guys? Either way, really cool. I almost do really want to pick up the Dreadnought, and there's another big, like, sauropod that they got that's out. It's like $50-$60 that I kind of want to get, but I just don't know where I'd put these things, because I collect so many things, and it's so hard to, like, display it all, especially when I'm bound to just one room in this house at the moment. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed. Hopefully you found this review helpful. For $20 to $25, I really do recommend this figure, and I think it's a great figure. And if you're a Jurassic Park or a dinosaur fan like me, I'm primarily an Ark fan. Like, I like Jurassic Park, but I like Ark a lot. And that's going through a lot of chaos and drama right now, and I probably have done a video on it, or going to do a video on it, talking about everything. So if you're interested on that, check out the gameplay channel. If not, again, 20 to 25 bucks. This figure is cool. I highly recommend it. If you like dinosaurs, you will love this guy. The sculpting detail on him is awesome, and I really dig him, and I think you'll like him too. There's just so much cool detail and stuff that you notice all the time, like the little spikes and ripples all over the place on this guy. He's so cool. I love the paint work on this one. This one just painted is awesome, and I think he's probably one of the better painted ones out of the bundle. I really like this one, the T-Rex. All the carnivores look really good. The herbivores are the ones that are kind of lacking sometimes. Carnivores always look great, so you'll really like this guy, and I highly recommend him. So that's going to do it for me today. Hopefully you found the review helpful. Hopefully you found it informative. Did you pick up this guy? Did you not pick up this guy? Let me know in the comments below. And are you gonna, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. If you haven't done so already, would always appreciate a like and subscribe. Does help me out a lot. Do greatly appreciate it. And like I said in the Ankylosaur review, probably last week or something like that, because I'm recording them all in one day, but I'm going to be spacing them out through the next week or so, or 2 weeks. I probably do videos Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Sometimes it's Tuesday, Thursday. Sometimes it's Wednesday, Friday. It just depends. I'm sometimes lazy. So hopefully you guys found this all helpful and enjoyed it, and I'll catch you in the next one.